Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and it is Masculine Monday. So it is the last one that I will be using this kit for, and I didn't like this kit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, the more I thought about it, and it's not that it isn't a good kit or it's beautiful or anything. It's just not my style. It's 50s Diner, and I picked it up, I believe, at Tuesday morning, so I'm glad it's over because it was a struggle to use for Masculine Monday as well. So right here I am going to go ahead and get my 3 photos. The sketch actually called for 2, but I used 3, and I put those 2 together to make 4x6. Since I am adhering them onto some glitter foam, I'm going to go ahead and use my dry adhesive and my liquid adhesive as well. And you know why? That's because the dry will hold it, the tape will hold it temporarily, and the glue will adhere eventually. So I do take a break and let that sit so that I'm not moving the picture all around and having to put more adhesive onto the page. So I'm going to go ahead and trim these down. That's going to be my photo mat, is the fun glitter. And I'm just going to trim those up into somewhat decent squares. And I'm just using my scissors. My trimmer blade isn't big enough to go through the foam. So, but I've been using my scissors a lot just to trim the mats of my photos. It's easier than pulling my trimmer back out. Let's just be honest, I'm lazy. I'm just lazy. That's all it is. So anyway, we're going to use the gray as the background here. And I do flip the sketch because obviously my photos are going, the one that had this little one that has to overlap, and it overlapped on the other side. It would have covered up my dad in the top picture or my fiance in the bottom picture, so there's all that dead space there. So I just went ahead and flipped that over. Now this is actually the day that we moved our parents, and like an idiot, I put adhesive on both sides there. So I'm like, way to go, Becky. So I just grabbed this little bitty acetate and just stick it on there for the time being. This is the day we moved my parents. Their home was finally built, and this was moving in the bedroom stuff. As you see, my dad's just sitting there supervising, and my brother and my fiance are, heavy lifting. So I used all the scraps from this kit that I had left over, and I do have a couple 12 by 12 sheets, but I just went ahead and after I was done with the layout, I incorporated those into my loose 12 by 12 papers that I make page kits out of and such when I use them. I hardly ever dive into that though, unless I'm making page kits or little kits to create. So here lately I've been trying to make my way through all the collection packets that I have in my craft room. And I have been putting a very big dent in it this year, so I'm super excited. My project for today is to get caught up on all the Christy's Beautiful Life sketches, which is the 26th of October, so I have to get to the 26th. I've got, I think 2, but I'm actually going to get them all posted and try to actually be on point and on the same day, since it's over on Friday of this week. And then I am working through a huge stack. I went onto my Pinterest page and I printed out all of my pinned sketches, and I'm just going through and creating layouts. I'm just creating to create. I'm not creating for videos. Every once in a while I'll film one and such, but particularly just having fun getting, since it's the end of the month, I have the Close to My Heart collections that I was working with, and I didn't create with them. For some reason this month I wasn't using a lot of the sheets. I mean, does that make sense how I'm saying that? Like, I have a lot of 12 by 12 left. Like, the cardstock doesn't bother me, and a lot of the sticker sheets and stuff. So I wouldn't even say that the collections are killed. So basically what I'm doing is just going through and scrapping and using those 3 collections that I have in there. The Party Time, the Bloom with Grace, and Comfort and Joy. And I'm getting those all used up on different layouts and stuff. So that's been kind of fun. But not everybody, for some reason, likes to watch the Close to My Heart layouts, and I do get that. I just use it because I sell Close to My Heart, but I get a discount, so that's why I have a lot. And it's good paper. Like, I really actually do like the quality of the paper. Like what is the other one? Creative Memories. I've tried their papers, and they're thin like Stampin' Up, and I don't like the thin papers. I really don't. I like the thick cardstock paper. I like the weight. So, I like a little bleat to it. Anyway, so what I'm doing here is I've just went ahead and I haven't attached, I've cut down all the strips that I'm going to use, and I did incorporate pink into this one just to make that L shape. And you will see after I get it all glued down, I do a little oopsie, and I have to do a cover up because I didn't. You've seen where, like, right there it's covered, but eventually you're not going to be able to see, you'll see the space that I leave, which is very funny in itself. But I'm just using all the scraps just to piece together this L, and my L is so much bigger than what is on the sketch, but it's all right. All right, so right here I'm going to try to get this all laid down. I'm like, oh yeah, I love it, that's it. So I swipe that all off, and it's not going to look the same at all because, I should just glue it down. That's why I'm not a planner, like when it comes to planning out your layouts, because they don't look the same. I like it the first time, and I just want to just get it stuck down, which is like what I said in my professional life. I am a planner. That is my job. I am a production planner. And in my scrapbooking life, I'm a fly by the seat of your pants type of girl. All right, so I'm just getting all of these down, and I cut them all less than 12 by 12, or less than 12 inches long, and that's the only one. It was the strip. So we're going to get that stuck there. I'm like, all right, I'm liking it. That's looking good. Now we got to get this in. And I mess up. I should see how that's sitting butted up against the black. I should have left it there, but I move it. That way it looks like that black piece is over it. Looks really good like that too, huh? I totally should have done it. Kind of regretting that now. Anyway, I don't do that. Just in case you figure that out. And this is like cheapo foil paper from the dollar store. So clearly, see, I move it up, and I'm thinking I like it up, and I don't. That's where I mess up. I just now realized that in my life. I'm going to go ahead and take the T-square ruler and just make it straight, and then I'm going to use that to actually match it on the other side as well. I do have to pull this part back up because I've got it the wrong way, and you see the bottom of it. Well, the bottom of it, but see, and I keep moving it in. The bottom of it, I have to turn it because that's where I cut it. And I get that adhered down. I come back in with this strip and this strip. I can't quite figure out where I want to put it. And I settle for splitting it. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. At this point, I just wanted to get this layout done so that I could be done using this collection, because I'm not a 50s diners type of girl. I don't like wasn't a big on the color palette either. I don't know. See, and then I just go ahead and move it too. So, and right here, instead of trimming it down, I just overlap it because I'm like, it's fine. It's fine, right? No, it's not. You're going to be able to see that. I have to hide it. What else? I do trim that off on the side there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my picture adhered down. All that fun glitter foam that is not stuck. All right, so see, I'm trying to, and I'm like, oh, it should be over here, but I can see that. I can see where I patched those two together, so I'm like, it's all right. I will come back in just a minute. Now, I cut off that. And it was also like a birthday theme, so a lot of the stuff did not make it even back into my stash because it was like half cut apart sheets and, like these little things right here. So I did just stick this right here to cover up my little faux pas. And also give me just a smidge of journaling because obviously it is what it is. But anyway, the baby cakes is going to be part of my title. And I believe I titled it Move It Baby Cakes. I am going to try to use some of these little things that I had in this kit, but inevitably none of them get used. Because it was like birthday theme and I didn't have any birthday stuff that I scrapped because I used this for Masculine Monday. I'm struggling. I'm trying to embellish. I pull out this sticker sheet and I'm like, all right, we got to figure out how to make this work. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of this blue, and that is because that teal paper with the diamonds has a couple of those blue pieces on there. So I am just going to futz around and get some of that blue layered up over the paper. Minimal embellishment. I mean, we are almost done with the layout. I do take all these little bitty flecky asterisks and just sprinkle them around as if they were enamel dots, because I always forget to use enamel dots. I have a plethora of them. They sit right in front of me. For some reason, I still don't use them. I don't know if it's because I'm like, I don't want to use them up. I don't really know what it is. I don't know why I don't use enamel dots. But anyway, long story short, I do go ahead and have to move some of those asterisks because I really wanted to use that, but I couldn't figure out how to use it. I do end up cutting the sticker sheet all the way up and sticking it back into my bin to sort to go into stash, into my little iris containers. Now I'm going to come in, like I said, I had to move some of those. I'm going to come in with my title right here, and I'm almost done. So if you like the layout, please give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more from me. And don't forget to check the link below to go to Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches for October 2020, the Facebook group, and see all the wonderful layouts that are made for the past 30, or for the whole 30 days in October. Obviously, we're not done yet, but I am so, like, inspired and amazed by, like, me, I'm kind of, like, literal. Like, oh, that's what it looks like, then that's how I make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but these people, like, look at it, and they, like, I'm just amazed at how talented some of these ladies are. Actually, all of them. Like, some of them take, and instead of,